Hey folks, Blackcross here, and welcome back to another Blackcross Discussions. Once again, we have another Final Fantasy 15 news brought up, and it was actually brought up a couple days ago, and I didn't know if I wanted to go ahead and talk about this one since it was just something small and brief. But then I was like, you know what, let's go ahead and talk about this as well as one other piece of news that's been out for a long while, actually. So, let's go ahead and get on with the discussion itself. So, the discussion at hand actually involves with the cover of Final Fantasy 15. Now, there are two different versions. There's the US version that more than likely we're going to get, and then there's the one that Japan is getting across seas, which is a little unfair at the moment. But, hopefully, if Square Enix gets news and brief of this, maybe they'll change it to where the two covers that are separate will come together as one whole one and will be on both regions instead of being split into two. Now technically America has two different covers because of it being reversible, but the second one isn't really as good. So what I'm going to first show is that it's the American version of what we're getting, and then I'm going to show what Japan is getting. So the American version, which I'll have it right up here, is basically the Final Fantasy 15 PlayStation 4 cover. Is also for Xbox One, in case some of you are wondering. But this is the cover for the American version. Now, awkwardly enough, the reversible version is nothing more than just the Final Fantasy 15 logo that we have been seeing. Nothing spectacular. If nothing else, the other side is actually more interesting than the logo itself. Now, a lot of people are actually kind of getting a little flag on this one, saying that it's nothing too spectacular, but I think it's pretty cool. I actually do like this one regardless of what people are saying. It's just the other one's a little bit bland to me. That's all I'm saying, it's just a little bit bland. However, in Japan though, Japan's version of the cover is actually a lot more interesting, and it's a lot more resemblance to the game itself. Which is basically, you see GLaDOS, Nox, Prompto, as well as Enos on the road, and basically it shows them, basically the representation that it's showing is the road trip that they are taking, is what it basically shows. So, Japan, while it may not look all that impressive, it actually does look cool regardless. And I hope this is just something that they're considering. And I hope they change their mind and decide, okay, you know what, we're getting a few positive feedbacks on the two covers that we are getting, not so much just the logo, so let's just combine the two covers into one and have them being able to be released on both sides of the country. So in other words, you know, both of those covers I would prefer than I would the first one and then the Final Fantasy 15 logo. To me, that's just a little bit boring and a little bit bland. That's just how it is. If nothing else, it's kind of resemblance of Final Fantasy 13's cover. And Final Fantasy 13's cover, admittedly, isn't all that impressive either. It's just, you know, you see lightning and then you see the logo itself. There wasn't really anything impressive, much less eye-popping at the moment. So if nothing else, at least this time around, it is very impressive. But from what they're talking, it sounds like it's going to be kind of a sucky move, really, in all honesty. However, though, the second piece of news that we've been getting, and this is actually one that has appeared up about a month ago, actually, and that is on pre-orders alone. Final Fantasy 15 has already had over 1 million pre-orders on Final Fantasy 15, on all types, whether it be the Day 1 edition or the Ultimate Collector's Edition, whichever one you want to consider. It has had a total of 1 million pre-orders, and I guarantee you that number has already increased, if not gotten close to probably about 2 million, I want to say. Which, that says a lot on sales alone. It's saying that Final Fantasy 15 has been a much-weighted game, and now that it's finally getting released, everyone is just excited and they can't wait to get their hands on the game. And they want to make certain they get a copy as soon as possible. So I hope Square Enix takes into consideration that this is very crucial and very important in terms of the Final Fantasy series itself, that people have been waiting for this one since 13's arrival, and whenever they first showed it, and now we're wanting it more than ever. So then comes the question of, are they going to reveal Kingdom Hearts 3 anytime soon, to where they can go ahead and get started on pre-orders on that one as well? Who knows, really. But at the moment, yeah, Final Fantasy 15 has had more. I want to say it's close to 2 million right now, considering it's been a month since they first made that news update. But yeah, over millions in sales. That is insane right now. But I wanted to go ahead and talk about all that in terms of Final Fantasy 15 news and information. Again, not too big of major sayings, but just something that I thought to myself that these kind of need to be talked about, and I was like, you know what, I've been meaning to talk about this one subject, let's just combine the two into one. So let me know what you thought about it. And let me know what you thought about the covers of Final Fantasy 15. Which one do you prefer? Do you prefer the American version that we're getting, or do you prefer the Japanese version that we hope to get, but probably we won't get? But however, though, thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video. This is Black Cross signing off. Take care, guys.